Good day. It is May the 28th, and today we continue in Ruth 2, doing verses 11 through 13, and Proverbs 28. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin Ruth 2, verse 11. And Boaz answered and said to her, "It has been fully reported to me all that you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, and how you have left your father and your mother and the land of your birth, and have come to a people whom you did not know before." Verse 12. Yahweh repay you for the work, and a full reward be given to you by Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, under whose wings you have come for refuge. 13. Then she said, "Let me find favor in your sight, my lord, for you have comforted me, and have spoken kindly to your maidservant, though I am not like one of your maidservants." Boaz and Ruth are still talking, and Boaz telling her, and Boaz answered her and said, "It has been fully reported to me all that you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband." So, remember when she got to town, people were talking a lot about it? Well, Boaz got word of it, and probably inquired and got more specific. "And how you have left your father and your mother and the land of your birth." So, she left Moab, and she's coming to Israel. "And have come to a people whom you did not know before." She wasn't.
Good morning, this is Jessica calling from Dr. Thompson's office, Blue Water Eye Care. This message is for Sharon.
Sorry about that. And she went to a people who she'd never been with before. Remember, she came from Moab, married in Moab, and got widowed in Moab. Verse 12. Yahweh repay you for your work, and a full reward be given to you by Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. So she's asking God to fully repay her and reward her for what she has done with her mother-in-law, under whose wings you have come for refuge. She came to Yahweh for refuge. May he take care of you. Verse 13. Then she, it's chapter 2:13. That's my birthday, 2:13. Oh well. Then she said, "Let me find favor in your sight, my lord, for you have comforted me and spoken kindly to your maidservant, though I am not like one of your maidservants. I am not like your other maidservants, because I am not from your country." She's probably older too, because don't forget they were married about 10 years or so. So she's probably older than the maidservant, and technically she's not a maidservant, she's been married. Proverbs 28. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are secure as a young lion. The wicked, they see a cop, they go around. Righteous, you don't worry about that. 2. For a transgression of the land, many are the princes thereof, but by a man of understanding, knowledge order shall long continue. 3. A poor man that oppresses the weak is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food. They take everything. Not that there's much to take. 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked. Yeah, you got one choice. Either obey God or disobey. If you disobey God by forsaking the law, you're saying, "Hey, let's do it our way." But such as keep the law, contend with it. Whenever you keep the law, people are going to fight you for it. Say, "Oh, you're trying to oppress me or something." No, I'm just doing things my way. I got just as much right to do that. 5. Evil men understand not justice, but they that seek Yahweh understand all things. 6. Better is a poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. Better to be poor and honest and have integrity than rich and perverse. 7. A son who observeth the teaching, a wise son observeth the teaching, but he that is companion of gluttonous men shameth his father. 8. He that augmenteth substance by interest and increase, gather for him that is gracious to the poor. Yeah, they gather it, and then someone else is going to get the money because he'll probably inherit it or something. 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer is an abomination Yeah, you go, I don't want to listen to you. Don't, like, not listening to the teacher all year. And then during the final exam, ma'am, Miss Teacher, Mr. Teacher, can you help me with this problem? That's hypocrisy. 10. Whoso counseleth causes the upright to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit. Yeah, any traps you set, you're going to fall into. But the wholehearted shall inherit good. 11. The wise man is rich in his own eyes, but a poor that his understanding searches him through. Yeah, he looks to see what the real person looks like. 12. When the righteous exalt, there is great glory, but when the wicked will rise, men must be sought for. 13. He that covers his transgressions shall not prosper. In other words, lie. Say, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But whoso confesses and forsakes them shall obtain mercy. Look at that. You can't hide sin. But listen to this part. Whoso confesses, that means tell God, look, I didn't want to do it. I did this. I cannot stop myself. And forsakes them. I need you to help me get rid of my sin. Or to get rid of my sin, so I don't want to sin anymore. You got to do that for me. So you got to confess and forsake. 14. Happy is the man that feareth always, but he that hardeneth his heart shall fall into evil. 15. As a roaring lion and a ravenous bear, so is a wicked ruler over a poor people. 16. The prince that lacketh understanding is also a great oppressor. But he that hateth covetousness shall prolong his days. Remember, I think it's Paul, where I said covetousness is idolatry. 17. A man that is laden with the blood of any person shall hasten his steps into the pit. None will support him. That doesn't mean killing him. That means taking away the means they have to live. 18. Whoso walketh uprightly shall be saved, but he that's perverse in his way shall fall at once. 19. He that tilleth his ground shall have plenty of bread. Do your work. But he that followeth after vain things shall have poverty enough. That's empty things. Get rich quick schemes, or really get poor quick schemes. 20. A faithful man shall abound with blessings, but he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be unpunished. Yeah, again, get poor quick schemes. 21. To have respect of persons is not good. In other words, oh, he's the mayor, we should let him go. He's my brother, I gotta let him go. No, don't do that. For a man will transgress for a piece of bread. 22. He that has an evil eye hasten after riches, and knoweth not that want shall come after him. Yeah. You get poor quick schemes, you'll chase riches, empty riches, and then you shall have want come unto you. 23. He that rebuketh a man shall in the end find more favor than he that flattereth with his tongue. 24. Whoso robbeth his father and his mother and saith, it is no transgression, the same as the companion of a destroyer. And 25. He that is got more than that. He that is greedy spirit stirs up strife. That means mine, mine, mine. People can say, no, it's not. But he that putteth his trust in Yahweh shall be abundantly gratified. Trust in the Lord to provide what you need. 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. In other words, if you trust what you think, yeah, you're a fool. But whoso walketh wisely he shall escape. Trust God. Don't trust yourself. 27. He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse. If you generously give to the poor because you love God, not to get something back, but because you love God, you will not lack. Whereas if you hide your eyes, say, I don't see him, yeah, you're going to end up lacking and be cursed. Stinginess equals poverty. And 28. When the wicked arise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you can reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whatever you like.